Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the regular meeting of the Wall Township Committee for December 10th, 2025. Please stand for the salute to the flag and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, could you read the sunshine statement, please?
In compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided in the following manner. The annual notice was forwarded to the official township newspapers and was posted in the Wall Township Municipal Building. All notices are on file with the township clerk.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Committeeman Farrell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Mangan.
Here.
Committeeman Orender.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Beck.
Here.
Mayor Clayton.
Here.
We have 5 members present.
Thank you. Resolution 25-1209, please.
Authorization to approve certain police department personnel matters.
Thank you. I have a motion to approve the personnel matters. Thank you. Second.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Committeeman Farrell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Mangan.
Yes.
Committeeman Orender.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Beck.
Yes.
Mayor Clayton.
Yes.
We have 5 yeas.
Thank you. Moving on to number 5. Chief? Where's that? You want to go down? It's up to you. You all right? Usually. Yeah, we'll come down.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Wall Township Committee meeting. I'd like to recognize all the chiefs of police and former chiefs of police. I see Chief Bryce hiding in the back there. Thank you for coming out tonight, sir. I'd like to also welcome all the members of the law enforcement community. I see several of them present to name individually, but thank you so much for coming out and supporting our agency. We appreciate all your help that you provide us throughout the year, and we look forward to a new year coming up. Tonight's a very special night for the Wall Township Police Department. We get to see some of our officers get promoted, to get into some new leadership positions, and also welcome 2 new members of our agency. I don't know who's more excited about this, the people getting sworn in tonight or myself. The best part about being chief, and I say this at every promotional ceremony, is when you get to see the people you work with day in and day out rise up in their career and better themselves. And that's what we try and do here at Wall Township Police Department, to push each other day in and day out to be better people, better officers, to serve our community better. So just to give you a brief history of how we got here, back in August, Lieutenant Ian Hatch retired after 25 years of service to Wall Township Police Department. That opens up a lieutenant position. That position will be filled by Andrew Baldino tonight, which also opens up a sergeant position, which will be filled by Steve Swenson. I'll introduce them in a little bit. That also opens up 2 positions in the police department, and we'll be adding 2 new people to our police department to fill our ranks. So first up is Andrew Baldino. Lieutenant, will you come up? Andrew's been with the police department since 2012. He was promoted to sergeant in 2017. He's 41 years old. He lives in Brielle with his wife, Kelly, and their 3 kids. They're sitting up here. Nicholas, Grace, and Nora. You guys ready for this? It's a big night for you guys. All right. Andrew got his bachelor's degree from Stockton University. He went on to get his master's degree from Monmouth University in criminal justice. Since being with the Wall Township Police Department, as being an FTO, a drug recognition expert, He's, like I said, he was promoted to sergeant in 2017, and in 2022, we moved into the administration division, which he's excelled there. And when I say excelled, his office is right next to mine, so it's usually, Andrew, hey, I need you to do this, do this. And he's done an excellent job with that. He helped prepare this year's budget, which is no easy task. So thank you so much for all you do for us. So if you want to call your wife and kids up and take the oath of office.
I, Andrew Baldino,
I, Andrew Baldino,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the ordinances and policies
and the ordinances and policies
of the Township of Wall,
of the Township of Wall.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
That I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of lieutenant
all the duties of lieutenant
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I forgot to mention Andrew's also part of the Monmouth County SCART team, and I'm assuming as he's getting sworn in, he's getting a SCART call out for a crash somewhere in the county. Next up is Steve Swenson. Steve's 41 years old. He's been with the Wall Police Department since 2015, and he graduated from the College of New Jersey. After graduating college, he joined the United States Navy. He was assigned to Special Warfare in Coronado, California. After getting out of the Navy, shortly thereafter, he joined our police department, which we have valued his service ever since. He was assigned to the Detective Bureau in 2020, where he was assigned to the Juvenile Division. He was also assigned to Megan's Law, worked several cases with our Detective Bureau for the past 5 years, and we couldn't be happier to have him join our supervision staff, which will allow us to have that knowledge from the investigative skills that he had to pass on to our patrol division. Steve also, in the summertime, is a part-time lifeguard with the Belmar Lifeguards, which, if you know Steve, he has a passion for the water. He also helps coach the Kane Girls College swim team. And he also teaches at the Monmouth County Police Academy and Water Rescue. So when I said he truly enjoys the water, he does. So Steve, please come up here and take in your oath of office for your well-deserved promotion.
I, Stephen Swenson,
I, Stephen Swenson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I support the Constitution
that I support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the ordinances and policies
and the ordinances
of the Township of Wall,
of the Township of Wall,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of sergeant
all the duties of sergeant
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, next up is our new hires. Badge number 231 is Joseph Liddy. He's 29 years old. He grew up in Spring Lake, New Jersey. Went to Red Bank Catholic High School. After high school, he went to Northeastern University, where he majored in business administration, finance, and accounting. Joe, after college, tried that field and quickly learned that police work was more his speed, and we're thankful for that. He joined the Spring Lake Police Department in 2015 as a special, 2015 as a special, and in 2020 was hired as a patrolman, where he's excelled in that position. He's a certified drug recognition expert. He's worked in their detective bureau, worked on several complex cases, and we're extremely proud and honored to have you with our police department. Joe currently lives in Belmar with his fiance, and we're really excited to get you on board, Joe. So congratulations, and please come take your oath of office.
I, Joseph Liddy,
I, Joseph Liddy,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the ordinances and policies
and the ordinances and policies
of the Township of Wall,
of the Township of Wall,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of patrolman
all the duties of patrolman
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Next up is Julia Catolo. It's badge number 232. Julia's 24 years old. She grew up in Colts Neck before moving to Wall to attend high school. She graduated from Wall High School, and after high school, she went on to Brookdale Community College, where she majored in criminal justice. It was there that she joined the Spring Lake Police Department as a special and went to the Monmouth County Police Academy. And shortly after graduating the police academy in 2022, she was hired as a patrolman with the Spring Lake Police Department, in a position that she's excelled in, both in a proactive police role and also in a community policing role. She was a 3-time MAD award winner, which is the Mothers Against Drunk Driving. She also organized several community events and was very involved in the community over there. She currently lives in Belmar with her fiance, and we are extremely honored and proud to have you join our police department, so please come up here and take your oath. Welcome aboard.
I, Julia Catolo,
I, Julia Catolo,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the ordinances and policies
and the ordinances
of the Township of Wall,
of the Township of Wall,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of patrolman
all the duties of patrolman
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I want to thank everyone again for coming out tonight, but I also want to take a moment to thank the Township Committee and Business Administrator Tobias, there he is, for getting us to this position. It was no easy task. If you follow what's going on in our town, obviously finances are an issue, and it took a lot of work to get where we're at. So please, thank you very much, all of you, for supporting our police department. This is the last meeting of the year, so I want to take a moment to thank all of the officers in the room, all of the EMS, EMTs, firefighters, other police officers from around the county for coming out. I wish you all happy holidays, happy New Year's, but most importantly, be safe, work together. Wall's here to help everybody, and we thank you for all you do for us. Thank you to everyone here, all the great work you do. As I look around, I see all your different faces. I think of the different calls that you go on, that we read on, the pass-ons each day, and it would take too long to individually recognize each one of you for all that you do. But just know that I know what you're doing, the town knows what you're doing, and we thank all of you for everything that you do each and every day. All you do does not go unnoticed. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Everyone's more than welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, but that'll conclude the ceremonial part.
Yep, absolutely. Take care.
Good job helping Daddy with the Bible. She had dust on dust on the fingers. Oh, what? When did you sneak in? Oh. You remember Dad's friend Brad?
Moving on to number 9, Madam Clerk, could you read Resolution 25-1210?
Resolution number 25-1210, approval of vouchers for November 26, 2025, through December 10, 2025, in the amount of $8,442,000.
Have a motion to accept this resolution? Second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
And we have Committeeman Farrell,
Yes.
Committeewoman Mangan,
Yes.
Committeeman Orinder,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Becht, Mayor Clayton.
Yes. Thank you. You ready to do number 10, the consent agenda?
All items listed on the consent agenda are considered routine by the Township and will be adopted or approved collectively by a single motion and roll call vote by a majority of the Township Committee. All items are available for public inspection at this meeting and in the office of the Township Clerk. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If a discussion is desired on any item, it will be considered separately.
Thank you. Does any member of the Township Committee wish to consider any of these items separately?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, Resolution 25-1220. I recuse myself.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Have a motion to adopt the consent agenda?
I'll make that motion, Mr. Mayor.
Second?
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Committeeman Farrell.
I vote yes on all except for one that refers to... Sure thing. Pardon. I vote yes to all except for the resolution concerning Collier Engineering.
Number is that, Tim?
Let me see.
Was it? Yeah, that was on the voucher list.
Yeah.
So did you want to go back and make a statement about the voucher?
Yep.
That the voucher regarding Colliers, which I'll put on the record here, Mayor, if you give me a minute.
Mr. Beck, say what
Don't interrupt the meeting.
talk on the microphone.
I don't see Colliers. With C? Yeah, go ahead, Roberta.
Keith, just leave that where it is and just turn the microphone. The wires are kind of crimped and they'll just cut the microphone off if we turn that. Thank you.
Yeah, but I think it starts Mazer Colliers first on the bill list.
Oh, it's an M.
Yep, it starts with them because that's what it was previously by first. We did a search of the word and it showed up. Yep, right there.
Mayor, voucher 71895 that involves Mazer Colliers Engineering and Design. And Committeeman Farrell, I believe that's the one entry on the vouchers that you wish to
Abstain from.
abstain from.
Correct.
Thank
I
you.
abstain from that.
Thank you. Roberta, we had a motion to approve consent agenda. Do we get a second?
I have Committeewoman Mangan down as the second.
Okay. Roll call vote, please.
Committeeman Farrell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Mangan.
Yes.
Committeeman Orinder.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Becht.
Yes.
And Mayor Clayton.
Yes.
We have 5 yeas with the
Thank you.
abstention.
Can you read the public comment statement, please?
The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to their committee's attention their concerns or comments. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A, the committee asks the public to limit their comments to 5 minutes or less. The committee will respect the public's time by refraining from any comment until the speaker has finished with their allotted time. It should be further noted that the public comment portion of our meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the Township Administrator's office during regular business hours. The attorney will regulate the time during the comment portion of our meeting.
Thank you. Any member of the public wish to comment?
Good evening. My name is Keith Hunsinger. I reside in the President Street section of Wall Township. So first and foremost, I would like to congratulate Lieutenant Andrew Baldino, Sergeant Stephen Swenson. That's a little alliteration there. The three
That's good.
S's in a row. That's pretty cool. Patrolman Joseph Liddy and Patrolwoman Julia Catolo. Congratulations to each and every one of them. As far as anything else, this is the last committee meeting of the year, as the chief stated earlier. So, another good year in the books. I feel like we're finishing this year very much accomplished as a town. I feel like the leadership under Mayor Clayton has been pretty solid. Also, with the addition of John Tobias, I feel like we have really gotten the town in a pretty good shape this year. I'm really interested to see what we're going to accomplish next year. Beyond that, I want to wish everybody here and everybody in the audience and everybody watching at home a very happy and healthy holidays. Please be safe. I understand that these times there's a lot of traffic and stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of drinking for the holidays or whatever. So let's try and cut down on the DUIs this year. Let's try and see if we can have a nice, safe, happy holiday for everybody. And, you know, everybody be responsible. If you feel like you've had too much, you know, call a cab, call an Uber. We have alternates to drinking and driving. Anyway, beyond that, like I said, have a happy holidays. Love every one of you. Thank you so much for everything you do, and have a good one. Bye.
Thank you. Anyone else for public comment?
Betsy Cross, I live in Wall. It would be helpful if Dan Beck could put his microphone on when he's talking. I didn't have any idea what he abstained from, and it would have been nice to know.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
That was really pathetic to think that you might be our next mayor.
Once again, I didn't hear you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's keep the camera on you to show people what a horrible committee person you are. I've sent in a number of emails to John Tobias, and it's really disappointing that he's not replying. And you know, I had to find out why we're retroactively changing amounts in a salary cap ordinance, and it was because you're paying John Tobias more than the 2025 salary cap. Now, why I couldn't just get that answer last week, Mr. Beck, as you were cutting me off, and everybody's up there giggling and laughing, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. You have caps in place for a reason, and it was $235,000. Now, when I opened the salaries, he's making $241,000. So we had to go through this whole rigmarole. I mean, after you're telling people that you've got to cut your departments by 10%, firing 29 people, why in the world would you ask for a raise? Or did Dan Beck just say, oh, John, you're doing a wonderful job. I'd like to give you a 3% raise. You've only been here 4 months as the acting administrator. It's not right. You've got so many other things to be worrying about than giving John Tobias another raise. I have not been happy. I thought maybe he was going to do good, but he is not. Not impressed at all. So I did post it on Facebook for people to see, and it said when you started, you were at the top of the pay guide of $235,000. You didn't put in the article, well, guess what? We're going to hide it, and we're going to give him more money, and then we're going to change the salary cap. We're not going to tell you why, because that's basically what happened. So everybody's salaries, I'll compare it to February of 2025, but we can't every few months just keep shoving out raises when you're trying to cut services. It's not right. And especially for people in Four Seasons, that's all they're getting. They're throwing their money at the Board of Ed, who we found out that the assistant super has been out for 2 months. I've never seen it on an agenda. Why? And if she's out for a medical leave, I'm sorry, but you have to put it on an agenda. We're paying the other guy, I don't know, $625 or $650. We just can't keep throwing out money. And then I had seen somebody had opened the annual debt statement. This is really interesting, and I want to open this to get a current number. But you keep saying, oh, we're at the 2%, we're under the 2% cap. Meanwhile, you keep bonding more and more money. You're like $14 million in bonds. And you're giving out raises. You don't have money for raises because you keep bonding more money, and we keep getting stuck paying for it. So I can't wait till Tim Clayton is done as mayor. But I hope it's not going to be Dan Beck. God, that's just going to be awful if it is, the way he treats his constituents. I see that you're doing something with the people that you're firing, but of course that got put up at like 2 o'clock today. And I don't know if you're going to be going into executive session and settling one of these lawsuits for Kate Curry tonight, you know, to try and get that off the books by the end of December. But I'll stick around if you are. And then, yeah, just going back, looking at old stuff with John Tobiah. When they were doing a referendum for the schools, it says Mr. Tobiah disqualified themselves and left the dais. Like, this is, you know, this is years ago, but I don't understand why you had to recuse yourself from a Board of Ed referendum. But I'm reading, when you just do keyword searches, John Tobiah, a lot comes up. And then I remember with the trailers, those got destroyed, and they shouldn't have been. I remember talking to you about that. You know, Brian Smythe's looking to get rid of these trailers, but the prosecutor's office, you know, they should have been investigating them because they were full of mold, and they bought them from a party. They bought moldy trailers when the architect
That's
told them to
5
buy
minutes
new.
now, if you could wrap it up, please.
So that's it. I'd like to know on the record tonight, when did John Tobiah start making 241,000? Was it a week after August 13th, or was it a month ago? If you could answer the
5:15.
question, I think we deserve an answer. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else for public comment?
Christina Hernandez. I reside on Belmar Boulevard. I have served this community as a volunteer EMT for 26 years, including 12 years as captain. I'm speaking tonight to express my concern about the decision to prevent volunteers from answering EMS calls during the 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. duty crew hours, with MedStar designated as the primary agency for that period. For more than 2 decades, I have witnessed firsthand the commitment, skill, and heart that our volunteer EMTs bring to this town. We respond because we care deeply about our neighbors, and we take pride in providing fast, reliable, community-based emergency care. Removing volunteers from evening coverage does more than limit our role. It reduces the experience and depth of service available to residents when emergencies occur. Many of us have dedicated years of training and service to ensure this town has dependable coverage at all hours. Excluding volunteers during a major portion of the night may impact response times, community trust, and morale and retention of longtime volunteers who have been the backbone of this squad. I respectfully ask the town leadership to reconsider this policy, or at minimum, openly discuss the reasoning behind it and any data used to support the change. Volunteers want to continue serving. We are a valuable resource, and we are ready to work collaboratively to find a solution that strengthens our EMS system rather than limits it. Yesterday, I was advised by John Tobiah we would not be dispatched for any calls at all unless MedStar had no units available, which will most likely never happen. I was also advised by him we cannot do duty crews 7 days a week, which we've been doing since duty crews for many decades. What has changed? We have had many meetings and have come up with plans to make sure all duty crews are covered at our respective times. We had a meeting with the county where we were advised being primary would be most ideal for how their system works, and we didn't really have any other options. John Tobiah was in these meetings and was aware of how this would need to work to be sufficient for the town. Yesterday, he denied being at those meetings. When I spoke to him today, he changed everything he said yesterday and stated that we needed to work it out with the county. We have already been working with the county, and they were prepared for us to have primary response during our duty crew times. During my time as captain, I have never had the business administrator make all these decisions regarding EMS. Our direction has always come from the chief of police, who we have worked very well with all these years. We have always done what is best for the town. Thank you for your time and for considering the voices of those who have served this community for many years.
Thank you. Anyone else for public comment? Seeing none. Motion to close public comment?
So moved.
Second.
I'll second.
Roll call vote, please.
Committeeman Farrell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Mangan.
Yes.
Committeeman Orander.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Beck.
Yes.
Mayor Clayton.
Yes.
We have 5 yeas to close the public comment.
Thank you. You want to address anything? No, I can answer that, the question on Mr. Tobias's contract. Mr. Tobias negotiated a contract, and that contract was $6,500 above the chief of police, which would have put him at the $241 salary. Our salary ordinance capped administrators at $235. So not to violate our salary ordinance, we deferred his payments till the salary ordinance was updated going into 2026. We normally do that the last meeting in November, and that's, I believe, when we did it. There's nothing hidden. It's in his contract. Nobody got a raise. It's a negotiated salary. And we are going now into 2026. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Says 241.
Thank you, ma'am.
Today's December 10th.
Thank you, ma'am.
So you should have answered the question last week.
Thank you, ma'am.
Because you were lying last week, that it was,
No, I wasn't lying. I just didn't need to speak to you.
Go back and listen to
Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Terrific.
Also, Ms. Cross, you made a statement that I did not reach back out to you. There's numerous emails going back and forth to you that I offered to meet with you, call you on the phone.
I don't want to meet with you. I want everything in writing. No meetings.
I did not interrupt you. Do not interrupt me. Offered numerous times to meet with you, numerous times to talk to you on the phone. You declined. That, just to set the record straight, we did reach back out to you.
I don't want a meeting. I
did
want
not
answers.
interrupt
Thank you, ma'am.
Do not interrupt me.
I don't want a meeting with you.
All right.
I don't.
Thank you.
Thank
Your
you.
comment time is over.
Just to address, Mr. Mayor, regarding the first aid, there's been numerous discussions with the first aid. The chief and I have had numerous discussions. There's going to be follow-up meetings, but at the end of the day, from what we reported at the last meeting, the volunteer response will not change. Everything with the volunteers will not change as they were with Wall Police EMS, and any changes that do come about as a result of the Wall volunteers must be done by policy, procedure, and directive, so that everybody is clear who is responding when, what the dispatchers have to do, but by in no many cases will they not respond to calls. On ALS calls, MedStar will respond as a primary on ALS calls. BLS calls, the primary will be, if they have a duty call, it will be the volunteers. And that is per policy. The chief will be working those policies out. That comes from the police department, and it will go through to dispatch, but it has to be done by policy and procedure so that everybody is clear, so a dispatcher in the middle of a major motor vehicle accident is not looking who has to be dispatched to what call. We will be having up follow-up meetings. Matter of fact, there's a meeting scheduled, I believe it's January 6th, with both first aid squads, and there'll be some other follow-up squads. It will be a continual dialogue with this entire process, and will be continued quarterly moving forward.
Thank you. Closing comments from the Township Committee, Committeeman Farrell.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. Couple things. I just want to congratulate our new policemen. They look like they're kids. I mean, geez, they're so young looking. And our new lieutenant and sergeant.
Talk to the microphone, please, Tim.
Yes, ma'am. Friday, we're having our veterans luncheon. I don't want to take any from Committeeman Noriander. We have our employees luncheon coming up. And Monday, I have the dinner with the Info Age, and probably several other things, but I don't have it written down. I just want to give, I guess we're all going to give a brief recap of our responsibilities and our accomplishments that we did in 2025. And, you know, I spent a lot of time with Info Age, and there's going to be more focus on that by the town next year, so I didn't even include any of that. Senior citizens is a bunch of fun, so I really didn't include that. It's just time you're spending, but it's usually a great time. But most of my time, I've been on the planning board for almost 30 years, and most of my time is in engineering, construction, and land use. And this is some of the things that I've been working with my contemporaries with, and also our professionals. You know, I significantly helped reduce the number in Phase 3 from 744 units to 650. One of the three we were one of the three municipalities to get a 60-day extension, which I worked with the attorneys. I was very much part of adopting the 4th round affordable housing plan, as was everybody else in this dais. I had a hand in updating the farm, fencing, chickens, and indoor recreation, updating and changing the land use and escrows. I worked with our professionals, our business administrator, attorneys, engineers, in identifying properties that were most suitable for potential redevelopment. Worked implementing the vacant property registration program. Applied for several grants in-house with our staff for pending, with being successful to the Monmouth County Open Space Grant from Marconi Road, Phase 2. Community Development Block Grant, ADA ramp improvements to the municipal building and police departments. That'll be really helpful, the new ramps. NGOT Municipal Aid Grant on New Bedford Road for paving, and the total amount watered this year was $699,693. Completed the improvements on the New Bedford Road Phase 1 and 2, partially funded through the New Jersey DOT Municipal Aid grants. We repaved over 8.5 miles of road throughout the township this year. And the building part, was successfully optimized and digitized the paper archives, which is going to be a lot easier to work with down the road, and we'll always have our hands on them. We implemented Phase 1 of converting the SDL permitting software. This new software will improve efficiency and will use friendly for the residents and our contractors. We updated the building fees, and we successfully completed the annual DCA audit with only one minor comment for correction. Code enforcement, we tackled that this year. Respondents, we had over 900 residents complain through phone calls, online report, and email, and we were compliance on 98% of it. Implemented a public outreach program in conjunction with the clerk's office, the administration, police department, to educate residents on maintaining visibility at intersections, making the township roads safer for vehicle, pedestrian traffic. That was some of the things I worked on, and I do so many other things. We all do. I don't want to say it's me. We all do. And we'd be here all day if we said it. So I want to thank everybody for keeping me in office, and wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and a prosperous 2026, and a safe one. Thank you.
Thank you. Committeewoman Mangan.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First off, I'd like to start off by acknowledging everyone who worked on our tree lighting this past weekend. It was a wonderful evening. We had many acts perform, from the high school to School of Rock to Endpoint Dance to even our Santa Claus came towards the end. Thank you to the Wall Township Police Department, the Wall Youth Center, Wall Recreation, Calvary Church, San Jairus, Rocketry, New Beginnings Church, Girl Scouts, YMCA, Kiwanis Club, and Burn Boot Camp. Also, huge thank you to Public Works. They coordinated the tree, our brand-new tree, if you notice, out in the center of the complex here. It was absolutely fabulous, all their hard work and dedication preparing for the evening. We are very grateful. And thank you to Southwell Fire Department and Rostrum Cooling and Heating. In regards to some of the committees that I sit on throughout the year, I participate as liaison to our recreation program. And just to highlight some of the different outstanding accomplishments we had within the past year, our spring program had about 818 registrations. Our parent kids dances had 715 people registered, and that took place over 3 different dances. Touch a Truck was a huge success. The Wall Fair, of course, was wonderful. Summer day camp filled with 459 children from kindergarten to 8th grade. Our fishing derby, for the first time, was held at Silo Pond. The fall programs had 769 registrants, and the Recreation Basketball League has 712 kids. And that's just a huge testament to all the hard work that goes into preparation from our recreation department. In regards to our youth center, that's another outstanding department that we have, and we have increased the veteran initiatives over at the youth center. Our Young Women's Leadership Committee has been actively involved in various service projects. They are also working on our 175th anniversary badge. We have established a student volunteer program who assist with different township events. We've expanded the senior programs, hosted half-day programs for children, have a toddler time. We've provided many Christmas and holiday gifts to our Wall residents through the youth center. And besides the trunk or treat, the tree lighting, the egg hunt, there's just so many different various activities within the township, and we are so grateful. We also hosted our first annual Mother's Day brunch through our Women's Leadership Committee. And the Alliance, I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank Kristen Myler for her years of service and dedication, as she will be retiring. And our Alliance pancake breakfast will be held this Saturday at the municipal complex. And on top of the various committees that I sit on as a liaison, I'd just like to acknowledge Lauren Lake, who has worked tirelessly with me on various projects. The downstairs community room has been completed this year. There's new flooring, paint. Thank you to Public Works for all their hard work. It's a great space to utilize, and it's wonderful when we see different community organizations being able to have that opportunity to host various events. So thank you to Lauren Lake and Public Works. That's all.
Thank you. Raymond Orinder.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to start off by congratulating Lieutenant Baldino and Sergeant Swenson on their promotion. Their career is very much noticed by us, and they'll be able to be nice leaders for the young people we have in the department today. I'd like to also welcome the 2 new hirees from Spring Lake. I wish them nothing but the best. As far as the veterans, yes, the veterans has really increased our program this year. We're meeting almost like once a week. Actually, this Friday, we have their holiday brunch, I guess it would be called, at Spring Lake Manor. And Patty and I have been talking about maybe reaching out to other towns nearby who have maybe a smaller group of veterans and trying to incorporate that into our parties going forward. So we're working on that right now. As far as Public Works, they do a tremendous amount of work in the town. I just want to go over their 2025 accomplishments. So please bear with me. They set up for the Touch a Truck every year. Townwide Cleanup Day was in May. 2 shred days for Wall residents were held in April and October. 2025 fair setup. Assisted Girl Scout Silver Award Project. Girl Scout painted mile markers along the Capitol to Coast Trail. Assisted Eagle Scout projects in creating a sensory path at Orchard Park. Water Department assisted South Wall Fire Company with trench collapse training for 5 days. Paved South Recycling Center for brush and leaf drop-off. Northwest Pressure Zone and new tank. Barkalow and Wheelwright project completed by pruning trees, creating large parking areas, planting new shrubs at the Wheelwright. Completed a makeover at Silo Pond Park. Set the plaque on a jetty stone for Jillian Ludwig Memorial, which is located at Orchard Park, and the jetty stone was thankfully donated by Spring Lake. Remove chain link fence along Belmont Boulevard across from Dumont Terrace, opening access to North Wall walking path. Removed historical siren from primary school and moved it to the Fire Museum and Info Age. Completed North Wall Little League walking trail, created access to Evans Road. Renovated the municipal building, community room and hallways, and installation of silo pond drinking water fountain. And with that, I'd like to wish everybody a very, very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you all.
Thanks. Deputy Mayor Becht.
Thank you, Mayor Clayton. First off, I'd like to thank you for your leadership this past year, specifically hiring John Tobias as our business administrator, former mayor, former committee person. Whatever salary he's paid is well-deserved, and I'll leave it at that. As it relates to the police department, congratulations, the chief, on selecting the choices he did for Lieutenant Andrew Baldino, Stephen Swenson as Sergeant, and our two new hires, Joseph Liddy and Julia Catolo. The police department does a great job. This is a difficult time of the year. It's a holiday season. There's a lot of activity going on the roads, whatever, and we actually depend upon the police department for enforcing the laws and staying on top of them. And other than that, I have nothing else to add. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Now for myself, I'm assuming many of you here are volunteer EMTs or with our EMS program. I just want to be clear that one is I deeply respect your commitment and service to our community. I understand it's a sacrifice to maintain the EMT certification, and it takes a lot of your time and dedication. With that being said, I just want to let you know the Township Committee is not dissolving or sidelining our volunteers. We believe you're a vital part of a whole system that provides an excellent service to our residents, and that is the bottom line, providing excellent service to our residents. With that being said, we've just recently passed the LoSAP. We're including, in our 26 budget, you'll be fully funded. The ambulances that we own and provide to the volunteer squads will be going to the volunteer squads. What I think we can do, and what I would like to do, is going into 2026, we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to work with our volunteer squads, work with recruitment and retention, bring the high school in, work with high school students to possibly become EMTs. MedStar told us they would train EMTs for us. My understanding that would be at no cost, but then again, I wasn't in the meeting, so I'm just going on what my understanding is. What I think we also have an opportunity to do is collectively, as the emergency service unit, fire districts, squads 21 and 22, the police department, the township administrator, a member of the governing body, and a member of the county MedStar program, I think that's everyone, to sit down and collectively come up with a well-established plan that will provide the needed experience you're seeking as an EMT and not to sideline the EMTs. I believe that exists. This is nothing we're doing to do away with our volunteers. That would be foolish to do away with volunteers. I think again, there's an opportunity there. And what I commit to you is once we get going forward after the holidays, I believe there will be some meetings. I would like to see, and again, it's up to the governing body, I would like to see a duty crew that can be well-staffed, well-established, and consistent, provided to the police department, and worked in conjunction with MedStar. Our EMS would be the primary responding unit, our volunteers during those times. It's a major commitment. I understand, you know, you guys don't get paid to do this, but you do it out of passion for the community and service, and I deeply appreciate that. Let's not stop talking. Let's get together. Let's make this happen. There's a lot of experience and a lot of professionalism in the room, and I open it to our squads, to the police department, and I really think we can come together and work well with one another to provide the best possible service we can provide to the taxpayer. That is our ultimate goal, and that is our only goal. And with that, I conclude. Bye.
Couple items. Mayor, members of the Township Committee, just to give some highlights on some end-of-the-year reports from administration starting in June of 2025. First off, I would like to thank all the employees for their professionalism and working as a team effort to accomplish these things on a short-term basis and to be willing to cooperate from what they've had to deal with and moving forward. Just some of the highlights, we are developing a 10-year capital plan and multi-year operating budget concept moving forward. We've established quarterly meetings with surrounding towns to discuss related issues and develop shared services agreements to generate additional revenue for Wall Township. Developed a committee to recognize our 175th anniversary of Wall Township. Developing a maintenance plan for all township parks and open space for greater accessibility, cleanliness, and safety. Reviewed all fees and escrows in order to cover actual costs of the township. Reviewing ordinances, recommending changes for less burdensome to our residents. Developing an asset management plan to reduce operating costs and further accountability. Reviewed development plans for not only round 3 and 4, but all development plans to be more responsible by reducing housing units, adding green open space, amenities, and infrastructure improvements at the cost of the developer. Review department operations to reduce costs, increase efficiency, reduce personnel, and be more responsive to the residents. Developing a more user-friendly township website on social media, which will go active in January. Increase employee morale, accepting in more responsiveness to, regulating so that we are more responsive to our residents. Pursue multiple grant opportunities, which we received numerous already and exceeding $800,000 to generate additional funds for the township. Identification of farms to preserve for open space and farmland preservation. Currently, five farms are in the process in one form or another, and that Township Committee is presented with thorough information and recommendations to make proactive decisions. Reviewing our health care and other insurance costs for possible reduction and or valued additions. And we reorganized our HR department to investigate employee complaints and citizen complaints in a thorough and timely fashion. And I would be remiss if I did not thank the Township Committee for their confidence and leadership and team effort to work as one team for the betterment of residents. I'd also like to congratulate our police department on the promotions and hirees as one of the finest police departments in the state. And I'd also like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy Hanukkah. And as always, we look forward, all our employees, volunteers, to working for the residents of this great township. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Give an update on round 4 of COA, that nobody touched on that.
Thank you, ma'am.
The meeting was last Friday.
Thanks, ma'am. I motion to enter an executive session.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Committeeman Farrell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Mangan.
Yes.
Committeeman Orander.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Beck.
Yes.
Mayor Clayton.
Yes.
We have 5 yeas to go into executive.
And Mayor, if I may, there will be no action taken by the governing body upon returning to open session. Additionally, the committee will be discussing litigation and personnel in executive session. And for those of you that are not aware of the legislative term sine die, it's a Latin term that is a requirement of governing bodies, the legislature, municipalities, boards of commissioners, to notify the public that the official business of the committee is going to be set at a date in the future, but that any official business will not be carried over, and it will have to reconvene in the new year. It's something we do every year. When we come back into open session, the committee will make a motion to convene, a motion to sine die, which is essentially that all business that might come before the committee at that time will be laid on the table. It will be over for the rest of the term, which is the year. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming tonight. Merry Christmas.